right, here we go again. Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over here at the Knob Creek Gun Range in beautiful Bullitt County, Kentucky, with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I've got today is the Lithgow manufactured SMLE, short model E Enfield. Now, some of you guys out there refer to a short model E Enfield as every British rifle ever made that shot .303 type ammunition. This is the SMLE, and we'll get around to something else in a minute. These guys were manufactured and used by the British from about 1905 to 1942, and then they were replaced with a more modern version of the rifle. These are actually as clumsy and clunky as they look. They're actually a really good rifle. It's .303 caliber, and I'm like, we're going to do a tabletop explanation of the gun in the next part of this video, but I thought I'd load her up right quick and we'd shoot it a little bit at something. You've got one problem with the .303 rifles is this, getting rim lock. The cartridge has a large rim, and you can get the rims out of place in the magazine and it'll lock the gun up and it won't feed. So you have to have all of the rims in front of each other. So you don't get rim lock like you do on a Mosin gun. All right, let's shoot at something. It just happens to be a, don't touch that. There just happens to be a fire extinguisher cylinder down there that's been depleted, and we're going to see if we can hit it. All right, here we go. Try this again. Kind of a flintlock effect on this old Pakistani ammo. Gotta throw you off. After all these years, it still shoots pretty good. It's a pretty nice rifle. All right, then let's look at something else. This is the SMLE's replacement. This is the Savage number 4 Mark I. This particular one is manufactured by Savage and is a Lend-Lease gun. It says right there on it, U.S. property, manufacturer Savage Arms Company. These guys were starting to replace the SMLE for the British service in 1942 all the way to the end of the war, and quite a bit of these were used by the British in Korea. A pretty cool gun. Doesn't have the, it has a rudimentary flip side on it for long and short range, which the short range is 0 to 100 and the long range is like 100 to 250 or farther. Okay, so overall it's a pretty good rifle. If I could find some ammo, I'd shoot it. Ooh, there's a bullet right there. If I could find like 3 or 4 more. There. The ammo genie showed up. Let's try this one. Again, loading and not to create rim lock. And it's about 20 degrees outside. My old arthritic fingers are getting about as stiff as kindergarten crayons. Let's try our bottle again. magazine to advance. There we go. It's cold out here. This old Pakistan ammo is slow to ignition. It's about like firing a flintlock. You know, you pull the trigger, it goes click, and nothing happens for about a half a second. It kind of throws you off. But they shoot good. All right then, let's go on over to the bench top and take a little bit closer look at it. Well, let's go. It's cold out here. Well, how y'all are? It's your buddy George Jones down here in the old Apache Armorman's basement again. Let me get around here. I'm trying to do this on my own. So, we're not shooting these guys. Well, let's look at them a little bit closer on the old table here. See what they actually look like. So, this is the SMLE, and we talked about it out in the field. Now let's take a little bit better look at it. Okay, it has really good sights on it, first of all. I mean, the sighting system is made, I think it's graduated out there a long way, and it's a very precise sight. Let's see where the graduations are. Get your eyeglasses on there so I can see what it is. It looks like to me it's graduated out to about 2,000 yards. Or meters. I don't know if they were in the metric system in World War I or not, but out to about 2,000 yards. It has, these wings are, you can spot these guys a mile away because these pronounced sight guards that are right here. And the full length stock with the nose cap, okay, which is also your bayonet lug. Bayonet lug is here and the fitting for it is here. This one is a very good example. It has age on the wood, but it's not broken or busted or mutilated in any way. It has the ubiquitous brass butt plate that they all seem to have. There is a bad gouge right there, you know, but it's nice, you know, it's really nice for a gun that was manufactured before World War I and was in use all the way up through the Second World War until about the middle of the war. The end support that you see sometimes with the different style magazine floor in it, which is made in India and is in caliber .308, was modeled off of this gun. This has an original World War II sling on it, which is just a strap with these friction fasteners right here that slide back and forth both ways. I don't think the British trained their troops to use their sling as a marksmanship tool the way American troops are trained, but you know, it's a good rifle. All right, let's look at later versions. Now, this is a Savage. This is the Savage we were shooting this afternoon. It's a little bit of a simplified design, and basically the controls are the same. You know, the safety is back here in the same place. The cocking plug is in the same place. You know, the sights have been moved back to the rear of the receiver. This one is the first version to come out, and it was this L sight, which was short range at, I think it's marked back here on the back of it as to what it is your 300 yards, and this one is graduated to 600 yards. This is manufactured by Savage. It's marked U.S. property. It's a number 4, Mark 1. You know, this one's manufactured in 1942. Generally, the year of manufacture is marked on this band, which creates the fitting between the buttstock and the fore end. Here's another one. This version is actually the later version. They didn't like the L-sight system, the way it was set up, so they come up with a much better rear sight, which is adjustable out to about 650, 700 yards, you know, and then of course it has the short-range battle sight. These guys typically were sit at the battle sight 0, which we've talked about battle sight 0 before, somewhere between 0 to 150 yards. If you aim center of mass on a human being, you would hit him somewhere between the belt buckle and the shirt pocket flap line. That's battle sight 0. Now this particular one has a M1 rifle GI style sling on it. These weren't issued, and you see out front it has a different nose cap. Okay, it has wing protection out front, and the nose cap is a little longer because they changed the configuration of the bayonet. So they come up with this style of bayonet, which is a lock-on socket style spike bayonet. And you see these in the spike, and you also see them in the blade with a very pronounced blood group. The blade is post-war, and it goes on pretty simply. It just goes on at an angle, and it goes on pretty simply, and then simply push it back and it locks into place. And it doesn't interfere with the firing of the rifle at all. It's like a 7-inch spike bayonet. So is it effective as a bayonet? Yes, it is. But it wasn't very popular. Wasn't a very popular bayonet design because it omitted the ability of the rifleman to have a knife. The advantage of a bayonet is the rifleman also has a knife. The ammunition. Now, surplus ammunition for these guys today is all over the place. You can buy new manufactured PPU. Winchester and Remington, and Federal, all three manufacture commercial soft point ammunition. This ammunition is on stripper clips and is manufactured by Fabrique Nationale in 1951. And it's pretty good ammo. We were shooting some ammo earlier today on the first part of this video that was flintlocking. So it would be click bang, which kind of throwed me off. I couldn't hit nothing at 25 yards with it. The ammunition that you see, you know, when you've got these guys, you need to shoot the better ammunition out of it if you can. Good surplus ammunition is still available, but it is ever growing in price. And of course you can get PPU and U.S. commercial made ammunition. And the bullets are fairly heavy. The bullet designs on these guns are fairly heavy. They're up about 165, 170 grains. So shooting commercial sporting ammunition out of it is not that big of a deal. All right, that's a little primer on the basic 303 Enfield rifles, which I don't know a whole lot about, but I'm trying to stumble through it. What's it worth? Holy mackerel, they're all over the place, people. I've seen them sell for as little as $200 and for as much as $2,000, depending on manufacturer, individual markings, overall condition of the gun. You know, this Savage has got a 2-land barrel in it, which is not very popular, but the fact that it's a Savage makes it popular. this guy, you know, they're just all over the place. They're anywhere from $200 to $2,000. Well, anyway, that's about the size of it. Like to take, share, commentate, and some scribble. Leave me a $1 in the Patreon bucket if you want to, and if you don't, I'll keep right on making content for you. God bless everybody, and God bless America. Let me get up and turn that thing off, and we'll go do something else. God bless everybody. We'll see you when we see you.